First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all glory, all honor to the Most High God, Yahweh, and I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Family, it's your brother Ariala, and this is the heaviest thing that I've had to deal with in my entire time being in this Israelite community. I am literally at a loss for words. About 3 days ago, some information was presented to me. Some information came across my desk. Some evidence, some damning evidence came across my desk. And as a man that loves the Most High God, and a man that loves the law of the Lord, and a man that loves his people, I am deeply disturbed at the information that has been presented to me. I want brothers and sisters to truly understand how sincerely disturbed and how just at loss for words that I am right now, and how deeply saddened I am to that this is a reality, that this is true. And I need brothers and sisters to understand that this has absolutely nothing to do with who or what or why. It has to do with what is right. And let me explain. A couple of days ago, my wife had a dream. My wife had a dream of us walking up to the Passover venue. Passover's in a couple of weeks. This is literally 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. My wife has a dream that we're walking up to the Passover venue and a star falls out of the sky, blows up the Passover venue before I and her walk in, and we're spared. A week and a half ago, an officer from Sakari, Atlanta, left the camp. And I was made privy that the brother had a dream that the entire Sakari, Atlanta camp got hit by a train, and only him and his wife survived. This is on the heels of me going against the doctrine that the brothers at SOT have been pushing, right? And Chief Priest Ahlazar Lawya, aka Guerilla Hebrew, doing a doing a response stating the stance of the Sakari concerning that doctrine. And in that video, as many of you have seen, he plays a voice recording of a former member of Sakari, the brother having a dream of stars falling out of the sky and all chaos going on. So there's no coincidence that what's getting ready to be presented to you with verifiable proof is happening. It's no coincidence that this is happening. It's no coincidence, and there should be no gray area to what these dreams mean. Okay. I'm just going to dive into the first piece of evidence. Okay, so let me pull up this video right here. This is a screen recording from one of the wives of Guerilla Hebrew, Ahlazar ben Lawya, Adonis Glaude. Now, before I dive into this evidence, I want it to be known that I have zero ill will towards Ahlazar. This is not coming from a place of Ariella clout chasing. That's not what's going on. This is a matter of right is right, wrong is wrong. Okay? So this evidence has been presented to me, and I'm going to share it for you guys here in the nation. I want to warn you, it gets very explicit, it gets very dark, and it gets very depraved. Okay, so this is a screen recording, right? So there's no question of whether this is, legitimate or not. This is a screen recording from the phone of one of the wives of Ahlazar. So as you can see here, the sister has a picture of Ahlazar. This is an AI generated picture that he posted on his social media. You guys can see this, right? She has him saved in her phone as Goofy. And I'm going to click play, right? So she clicks on the contact, right? You can see here, right? You can see here, this is a picture of the gentleman. Now, I want you guys to see the phone number here. 253-353-3159. This is the phone number of Ahlazar ben Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew. I just want to verify that, again, this is evidence that I have combed over, I have looked through, I have examined, right? What I'm going to do here really quickly, I'm going to show you my actual phone, right? I'm going to do a screen record. Here is the iPhone mirroring, right? That's available on Mac, okay? So I'm going to connecting to iPhone 16 Pro. So here's my home screen, right? Let's go to my phone. Again, I'm going to go home, right? Let's click on the phone app. This is indeed Ahlazar. This is indeed Ahlazar's number. Again, 253-353-3159. This is this brother's number, right? I have a recent call with him from the 20th of February that lasted 11 minutes. So this is not a game. This is not AI, right? Because what's getting ready to be presented to you is so depraved, so wicked, so just absolutely disgusting, deplorable, and all around evil. I need the nation of Israel to see that this is not a game. This is a very serious matter, okay? So again, this is his phone number, 253-353-3159. he saved in my phone again as Ahlazar Lawya, Chief Sakari, right? Phone call had with him about a little over a week ago for 11 minutes. So this is legitimate, okay? So let me remove this and let's go back to the video in question, okay? All right, so let's go back, right? Again, from the beginning. So you can see this is a text message thread. The sister clicks on the brother's page, on the info, right? And you can see the number 253-353-3159, okay? Now, hold on, right? We're going to come back to this video in a bit, right? So let's read, right? So it says, so this is a conversation. She says, hold on, I'm not home. I'll let you know when I open box, right? The response from Ahlazar, not that app, LOL. Rolling eye emoji. You know what app I'm talking about. You still being, you guys can read. The response from his wife says, you create it. Okay, are you going to get on that MF? You guys know what MF means. The response is Khan. Okay. What's the code? Response from wife. What code? Response from chief. They text it to your phone. No code was sent to my phone. You got it now? Code is sent. The lube is here, LOL. LOL for real? I forgot to order it though. Pondering face emoji. Well, it has your name on package. They must have just sent some complimentary. Response, I assume that's what it was. Nah, it's from Amazon. I didn't open package yet. Let me look. Oh no, that isn't the lube. LOL. It's the hat. Okay, so now you guys may be confused. What app is this brother setting up for this wife? It's Tinder. It's a dating app. You may be asking, what's going on with this lube? We'll get there. Now, what I want to point out is there's a package being delivered to the home, and it's a hat. Now, this brother is known for his amazing fitted cap collection. He literally speaks about his fitted hat collection quite frequently, right? Let's continue. Okay, so eye roll emoji. Login email is, here's the password, ordering lube now. Okay. LOL. Log in and you can get started. Response, I'm busy at the moment. Of you, this is probably if you, right? Typo. If you want to add or change anything, you can rearrange the photos. You don't hang to this second. You don't have to this second. He corrects himself. You don't have to this second. I'm just letting you know, bae, it's active. You use my actual email? No, I made a new one. So this brother made an email for the purpose of creating a dating site profile for his wife, as we're seeing here. Let's continue. No, I made a new one, LOL, based on it. It ain't like anyone can see it. Response, still risky, but okay. It isn't public info on the app. It's only to log in. You could also use your number. When you go on, you can verify your account as well. I have you preference set to white and I have it set on deal breaker. So hypothetically, no one who isn't white should be able to see your profile at all. Now, again, why is the leader of the Sicarii, the chief priest, Ahlazar Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew, why are we looking at a screen recording of a text message thread between him and one of his wives, where he is setting her up on a dating app, creating emails, and setting preferences to white? And it's a deal breaker. We'll get into that more. Question. So now the sister asks, different area code question. It's in Canton, so yeah, way up north. I think we probably should discuss strategy, LOL. Got him and got the full activity passes for these are the names of 3 of his children. So this is not a game. This is real, right? Strategy, question mark. Leave me alone. I got pen pals. That's it. He responds, LOL. I know, but I'm saying, like, what's your backstory? What are you going to tell them about yourself? Now tell who? These white men that he is setting the preference for his wife's profile that he created on a dating app. Oh, okay. Well, you can tell me that part. Then she questions, I gotta lie? He says, you don't got to, baby. I'm asking what you want to say. Let's let it alone. Here we go. You don't LOL. And she says, I don't know. I was thinking maybe you're separated. She responds, separated on a dating site? So again, it is confirmed that this man, Chief Priest Ahlazar Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew, is engaging in a conversation with one of his wives and setting up a Tinder profile, a dating site profile for her, using her pictures, creating a new email, setting her preference to white for the avoidance of anyone outside of white people. So that means that no so-called Black or Hispanic would potentially see her on this profile, right? I was thinking maybe you're separated. She questions, separated on a dating site? Let's look at the response, family. You think that's unheard of? Her response is no. Yeah, separated. You've had a ultra-conservative epiphany. She rolls her eyes. LOL, if you don't like that, okay, what do you want to do? I don't know. Feel it. I'll feel it out. Okay, you logged in yet? She responds, yes. Mind your business, though. You need to be concerned about that lube. Now, again, we'll get back to the lube thing in just a second. Okay? We'll get back to the lube thing in just a second. He's now questioning whether or not his wife is logged into the app, the dating app, that he created the profile for her, set the preference to white, and the location far away from Atlanta where he resides, and asking, did she log in yet, to start swiping. Why would a priest of God, why would a man of God set up a Tinder profile for one of his wives to swipe on white men? You guys be the judge of that. I'm going to be peeking in, but yes, ma'am, everything is order. I'll be there tomorrow. So he said he's going to be somewhere tomorrow, right? She says, why you answering, why you answer my questions? I'm assuming that means, why aren't you answering my questions? LOL. It was just a couple, they asked right at sign up. Then he says, you could change them, right? Her response, I sure did. Okay, good. you start swiping. So again, he's confirming that he set up a dating profile for his wife, and he's asking if she started swiping on white men because he set the preference to white men. She responds, "Yep, yes, right? LOL, babe, why are you lying? I'm not lying. I already feel off about this. You pressing me is making it worse." So we can see coercion here. We can see the sister being led by a so-called man of God, a leader of an Israelite camp, a chief priest, the chief priest, Ahlazar ben Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew, true name Adonis Glaude. He is setting up Tinder profiles for his wife to swipe on white men. He says, okay, right? And now the rest of this conversation goes into, she's asking about, legality of getting firearms, things of that nature, right? This is real, right? So this is a real conversation, right? So let's see. So you're asking about concealed carry, not important, right? And now this is a sex toy, right? This is a sex toy app. Love Ints Toys. Okay, so this is a real legit conversation, right? As you guys can see. So let's go to the beginning, right? And I'm going to show why this lube thing is important, right? So we're going to hit play again from the beginning. Now, I've paused it. Now, we already confirmed that this is Ahlazar's texting her. We confirmed his number. I showed you his number saved in my phone, and I showed you that I had a conversation with him as recently as February 20th, an 11-minute long conversation. Literally showed you a literal screen mirroring from my iPhone, right? I use a MacBook. That is something that you're able to do with a MacBook, right? Literally mirror your actual phone. So if you guys take a look, right, here at the recent photos, do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? Keep that in mind, right? So now that we've brought this evidence out, let's go to another piece of evidence. Okay? Guys, it really pains me that I have to do this. Okay? So here's another screen recording. Right? Let's press play. So this is on the sister's actual page. You can see the Blue Letter Bible app, Clubhouse, Bible, right? So this is where things start to take a really, really deep, dark, wicked turn, right? So now, just for the record, you can see this is me. I have been conversing with this sister, right? This is actually my wife, right? The sister has to type in the word peg. Now, so brothers and sisters who are unaware, pegging is when a woman puts on a strap on and inserts said strap on into the sphincter, the anus of a man. This is literally the definition of pegging, right? Let's continue. Right? So you can see this is legitimate, right? Okay. So you said I'm mean. His response, but that's why niggas have always been intimidated of you. Question mark. You want me to be nice, right? He says, you are. I want you to be different things at different times, LOL. Don't we all? It's her response. He says, I like girls with resting B faces. A lot. Always have. She responds, I def have that. Don't ish be going on in my brain. My face just does it. His response, but for some reason, it really hit different for girls with darker complexions. Light-skinned B faces really ain't hitting. Yeah, my face like that too, babe. So I understand, LOL. But for a lot of guys, it's nigga repellent. She questions, nigga repellent? What? You mean you intimidate other men? LOL, like niggas be intimidated, as you said. No, you. We off me, F me. Response, I'm trying to F you. Response, bet. The sister's net response is, there is numbing lube, you know. There is numbing lube, you know. You know when you guys go to like the doctor or you go to the dentist and you get numbing so that when they do they're fixing a cavity or a root canal or whatever work's being done on your mouth, right? They numb the area to do the procedure. She's saying there's numbing lube. Now remember the last screen recording I showed you, he's talking about ordering lube, and I showed you a picture at the bottom that's in her their photo logs. They're shared photos between them, right? Let's keep going. What's the fun in that? What's the fun in that? Can I send you nasty images? Question mark. She sends him these two links to adamandeve.com, right? Which is a sex store website. Okay? It has nothing to do with the Bible. adamandeve.com has nothing to do with the Bible. It's a sex store website. Okay? Now, remember, this is the image that we saw in the last screen recording, right? That ish looked a little big. Response, this one is kind of perfect. Response from Chief Priest Ahlazar Lawya, okay. She responds, starts out at 3-inch and slim. Then we work our way up if you want. Read the info in the description. Okay, that does sound perfect. Not I'm going to get hit with something bigger than you get hit with. That's crazy. Con, pathetic. This is why you need a boyfriend. Family, why is the leader of the Sakari, Chief Priest Ahlazar Lawya, aka Guerilla Hebrew, real name Adonis Glaude, why is he having a text conversation, first and foremost, setting up a dating profile with a preference set to white people, white men, for his wife to be on? Number one. Why would he be talking about lube in said screen recording of said text message thread? Why would he say to his wife, this is why you need a boyfriend? Why would a priest of God say that his wife needs a boyfriend. Response: all my toys are bigger than you. You probably right though. His response: I love that. We both know it. And you ain't answered if I could send you nasty images, right? Oh, I didn't see that. Images of what? Sexual things, not shrimpy. His response: I wouldn't bore you with that, only big ones. There is one thing I really want to send you. I don't know why, LOL. You don't know why, is her response. LOL, why then? I'll send things in general, but one thing in particular, I don't know why I exactly want to send it the most. I don't live in that maze in your head. How the F should I know? Cause you scary, nigga. His response: say it with the R, bae, LOL. You know you're borderline in the clan by now. Huh? Cause you scary, N-word with the hard R. You saying that to me puts me in a effing trance, I hope you know. And it's like I'm under your hypnosis. LOL, we not even in the same room, is the response from the sister. He says, and I will do whatever you say. Remember, you called me that how fast I was at the door. When you said you don't care about N-word's happiness. LOL, that is true. You want me to act right. Drop an N-bomb, bae. You literally hypnotized me. Now, this is very graphic, and I have to blur this because this cannot go on YouTube, right? You literally hypnotized me. This is what I wanted to send, though. Won't that get old eventually? Question mark. His response: I highly doubt it. Here we have a video of a black woman performing fellatio on a white man with the thumbnail stating "White Lives Matter." Now the sister questions that from Twitter? Question mark. His response: it is another one, and you're going to be your headphones. I'm assuming this is supposed to mean you're going to need your headphones. Now what? Here is another video of a black woman performing fellatio on a white man with the caption saying, she kissed her black boyfriend after this. You not really reacting, bae. Her question: why are these women never dominating these white boys? His response: they have clips of that, but I'm not into this. The fetish is the black man is dominated by the black woman who submits to the white man. So Chief Priest Ahlazar Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew, real name Adonis Glaude, is admitting to not having a fetish about this per se, but having a specific fetish of black men being dominated by black women who submit to the white man. Her response: I see. Like the woman is degraded by the white guy? Question mark. His response: yes, but happily as a slap in a nigga's face. Like, look what he can do that you aren't allowed to do. Response: I mean, though. He says, what, babe? You gonna order that starter kit, though? Oh, and lube. Lots of lube. You didn't say anything about the numbing lube. I don't want to be numb. Why is Ahlazar Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew, telling his wife that hey, I'm ordering lube? She says, hey, there's this thing called numbing lube. He says, I don't want to be numb. Okay, let's keep going. You got to wear this shirt with the kit. Let's look at the image. I love white boys. It will only go on the outside. Let me go back. It will only go on the outside. Regular lube on the dildo, though. His response, okay, you're the boss. Sends another shirt. I love my white boyfriend. I'm getting you all of these, and you got to take a selfie with them on. Her response, I dare you. You dare me to what? Get those shirts. Oh, baby, as soon as this sun is down, it's ordered. So this conversation, guys, was happening on the Sabbath. And the only thing preventing Guerilla Hebrew, a.k.a. Ahlazar Lawya, a.k.a. Adonis Glad, the only thing preventing him from ordering these shirts is because he does not want to break the Sabbath. But he does not want numbing lube after talking about getting hit with something bigger than what his wife gets hit with. Response, we need that vibrator thing you can control with Wi-Fi. You need to stimulate me more. Response, I'm you going to go outside in them? Yes, my empress. Her response, sure, why not? Better hope no one sees me. His response, I really want to see the response. Send link to the Wi-Fi vibrator. Her response, outrage. So I'll order all this, not if you are in a white area. I would do it anywhere near the city. I wouldn't do it anywhere near the city. So let's keep going. We getting the kit, the lube, the vibrator, the shirts. We just missing one thing. You pick. What we missing? You need a boyfriend. And then there's a link to adamandeve.com. It says this one. Then he sends a screenshot. I don't know if it's now, either now or how. Now I see why Candace Owen doesn't deal with niggas. Okay. Her response is, I agree. I've said 3 things which do you agree? Response, what do you mean? I mean a statement sent a vibrator, then sent a pic. Which are you agreeing with? All the above or just one? LOL. If you want me to get a boyfriend, I will. What about the vibrator? I asked for it and told you to pick. I'm fine with it. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Tired of stimulating myself. At least you can do it from far away. And do you want me to go one or no? I do, baby. So get one or no. Get a boyfriend or not. I do, baby. So Ahlazar Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew, real name Adonis Glad, is confirming that he wants his wife to get a boyfriend. Now he says, can I do it random? Response, no, I got it. Okay, so you're going to have to pull it out and be using it. Then I can use the app. Wait, what we talking about? LOL. The boyfriend question mark? He says the vibrator. Or, right? She says, or vibrator. He says, LOL, you got the boyfriend covered too, baby? Question mark. If you want me to, yep. You don't know my type. And no, I just leave it in. Then he responds, okay, I need to be very much included in the process, though. Response, how? Like, I want to know everything. How you going to get him? Response, by hook or by crook. LOL, babe. What that mean? I feel like you honestly have someone in mind. Response, no. What's a safe dating app? Okay, Cupid, it's the whitest one also. You can literally specify racial preferences, but I need that login. I will never respond, but I do want to see your activity. Then he sends a receipt a receipt for the purchase of a boundless silicone pegging kit for $44.99, an 11-inch Dulce Bluetooth dual vibrator for $139, right? With a subtotal of $183.99, shipping cost of $26.99, rush processing for 99 cents, and shipping assurance for $2.25. What size should I get? What size shirt should I get? Small/medium. Response: shirts ordered. Dating app up? Question mark. No, I'll do it once baby is asleep. What if somebody sees me on the app? Cupid is popular, no? Now, guys, it gets very wicked here. And again, we see the phone number of Ahlazar Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew, real name Adonis Glaude, phone number 253-353-3159. We just witnessed this man confirm the ordering of a pegging kit that goes from 3 inches and slimmed and up, and lube. Hold the numbing lube. What regular lube? I don't want numbing lube. I want my wife to peg me. No numbing lube. This is your chief priest Ahlazar Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew. He's into being a cuckold, and he's into pegging. I repeat, Ahlazar Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew, real name Adonis Glaude, phone number 253-353-3159, is a cuckold and is into pegging. Now, family, this is absolutely insane. This is the most disturbing thing I have ever witnessed in my entire life. I do not know where to even begin. I don't know. I do not know where to even begin. So let's go again. Let's go back to the original, the first screen recording. Again, you can see this is a shipping box. Here's the vibrator in the box. Here's the pegging kit in the box, right? And then you can see right here an email, a screenshot of an email, right? If you zoom in, it says "Sexy on the way. Your order has shipped. 2 items from Adam and Eve, expected Wednesday, April. I can't tell that date, right? So, family, let's go over some points. This man is having his black wife, mother of his children, sign up for sites to have sex with white men to get a boyfriend. The white man who he goes out to the street corners and professes is the Diablos that the Bible speaks of. Yet he gets off on white men having their way with black women and then dominating their black boyfriends and or husbands. He is getting pegged, and we need listen. This man has ordered a peg kit and said, "Hold the numbing lube. I don't want that. I want the real deal." He wants to be called the hard R by his wife. Now, guys, this is absolutely positively the most heinous, disgusting, vile thing I have ever witnessed in all of my Israelite career. Israelite, my Israelite, my time of being in this community, I have never seen something so depraved, something so gross and disgusting. Guys, my question is, where is he getting the money for this? He does not have a job. He does not work a 9 to 5 like you and I. Yes, he has Urban Guerilla. Yes, he has CZYN, which is kind of dead now. Yes, he has Guerilla TV. But where is he getting the primarily his funds? It's from all the tithes that we as members pay. It's from all of the super chats and the super thanks and the donations that you, brothers and sisters, that you freely give because you love God and you want to see the ministry, grow. Where is he? Again, he does not have a job. We see what he's spending money on. He's spending money on a goddamn pegging kit. On sex toys. He's setting up Tinder profiles and OkCupid profiles, dating sites for his wife, the mother of some of his children, to go on to get a white boyfriend. With how bad this is, like, we don't even want to. Listen. I don't even think it's necessary to bring out even more evidence. The Bible says, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall a matter be established. We have 2 right here. 3. Him, the wife, and the text messages. We have 3 witnesses.
Yeah, shalom, everybody. As I listen to the information, it's beyond shocking. I don't even know what words to use. I came across this information on Monday, and I couldn't believe it. Like, to say, like, again, shocking or bizarre, all those words and any synonyms, it doesn't even begin to describe it. Like Ariella said, it's the worst thing that I've ever seen. And I'm at a loss for words, you guys. The only thing that I can say is there's a scripture in Hebrews 3 when it says that we should check on each other every day because the deceitfulness of sin can enter into anybody. And I just want to set the record, because I know there's people that are going to have fair questions. They're going to ask, how did you not know? Did you know? Did you participate? You know what I mean? People are going to be asking these questions, especially to brothers like myself who were close to Ahlazar. And Ariella, you made mention of it early in the video. This brings me no joy whatsoever. I hate that this is this is me as Assad speaking. I promise you, I want this to be fake. I want it to somehow in some mystery world, but I know it's not. But I want it to be fake because I don't hate this brother. I love Ahlazar, man. Y'all know that. I was with it. Like, I remember I was just this whole week, I've been watching videos of like me and his children when they were babies, and I was around them and we're hanging out. I'm reading them bedtime stories, and you know what I mean? Like, those are valuable moments to me. This doesn't bring me joy at all. I'm not happy to make this video with Ariella. I'm not happy that this is true. I wish it wasn't true. All you guys watching wish it wasn't true. And Ahlazar wishes it wasn't true. And he doesn't just wish it's true for the fact that it's insane information that's being brought to light, but the brother doesn't wish it's true because he knows it's wrong. You know what I mean? Now I think there's a part of him that knows that this is unacceptable behavior. You know, I believe so. Now, could I be wrong? Could he think that this is just cool? Maybe. But I believe, and Ahlazar, if you're watching this, I know you know it's wrong, brother. This was not done with malicious intent. Bro, and this goes into y'all, like, I never wanted to bring Ahlazar down. I still don't want to. For people that might ask, is this why you got kicked out of Sakari? Is this why Deacon left? Those are two completely unrelated situations. Because with all what's going on, I guess I'll make a video sometime in the near future explaining the situation behind in detail why I got kicked out of Sakari. But to make a long story short, Ahlazar and I got into a very heated argument, completely unrelated to this. Like I said, I had no information about this until Monday when a Sakari member, not named Ariella, called me and told me about this. Ariel, would you mind pulling up that screenshot that I sent you?
Yes.
And, as I'm thinking this week with what I'm going to say in the video and things like that, I understand if there's people, I'm being truthful. I have to be fair. I understand that there could be people that wouldn't believe me. No, Asad, there's no way you didn't know about this. You had to have known. Deacon had to have known. You guys surely have had to have known. Deacon didn't know about this until yesterday. Yes. And I didn't know about this until Monday.
And I can confirm that.
Yep. So this is right.
Listen, I came across this information, I believe literally was like 3-4 days ago. My wife told me this information, and my wife has been being told about this for quite some time by one of the wives of Chief that we just went over the screen recordings of their text messages, and the sister is beyond conflicted. Now, what I don't want to happen is for people to blame the victims, and that's something that is so toxic in our culture, and even in the overall American culture, right? We have this just sick fixation with blaming victims for the things that they are subjected to. Guys, Ahlazar is 6'5", 250 pounds at best. You guys saw the screen recordings. He has an intimidating, resting, I guess, nigga face, or I guess we could say resting bitch face. Let's be real. Can you imagine the trauma that these sisters have gone through? Now, this is a screenshot that the brother Hassan sent me, right? And this is one of Ahlazar's wives, right? Hassan, you can read it.
Yeah. So earlier, I'm asking her about, I think I said right here, is it okay if I call you and with one of Ahlazar's wives on the phone? I want to go over a few things. This ish is crazy. Like I'm at a lot, even now. Like before I got on here, I'm thinking, okay, you're going to say this, you're going to say that. It's still mind-boggling to me. It will never not be mind-boggling to me. This will never, you know what I mean? Like I'm still in like the twilight zone. This still hurts me. You don't think, like, for brothers that are in Sakari that are watching, you guys, for the most part, you guys know me. Do you really think that I enjoy doing this right now? Do you think Ariella likes doing this? Do you think this is fun for us? For people that are not in the Israelite community,
I hate this shit, bro.
I hate it, bro. Like it's 4 a.m. and I'm wide awake because I can't sleep, bro. Literally. I know brothers in other camps and people out that don't like Sakari, that don't like myself, that don't like Hebrew Israelites, people outside the community. They're gonna laugh and have a field day. But remember, like Ariella said, there are victims here. Like these sisters, if anything, don't listen. You cannot like me. You cannot like Ariella. You cannot like whoever. These sisters need prayer, man. You know what I mean? At least that. But like I said, I didn't know about any of this situation. That's why, look right here. I say, if you don't feel comfortable going on tomorrow, because we had discussed about potentially them going on here to give their testimony, but they didn't want to, and that's perfectly fine, right?
And it's real quick, Hassan. The reason why they didn't want to is because they are deeply afraid for their lives. They are deeply afraid for their lives because, again, guys, look at Ahlazar. 6'5", 250 pounds at best, with resting bitch face, as he admitted. He's intimidating. Would you put yourself in these sisters? Would you feel intimidated? Would you be fearful? Listen, me and Hassan have been coaching and speaking to these sisters after being presented hardcore evidence.
Yeah.
Because they're definitely afraid of this nigga.
Yeah, and if I may, real quick, that's what they were getting mad at me because I wanted evidence. Like, you guys, a lot of you guys don't know, or you guys have seen the dynamic of Ahlazar and I's relationship over the years. Like, again, I love Ahlazar, bro. That's like, you know, that's a person who's a part of my life story. You know what I mean? That's just the truth. A brother who I consider like one of my closest people on the planet at the time. With even me being upset with him concerning how I got kicked out. And again, specifically for brothers that are in Sakari, you know this to be true. You know, there's nothing Ahlazar could do. And Ahlazar knows this too. At the end of the day, we both know, Ahlazar and myself, I'm going to do what God says 100%. I'm not going to lie. Even if Ahlazar made me irate, even if I wanted to fight Ahlazar the next time I saw him, right? I'm not ever going to run with a false narrative that these things are going on. So when I came across this, this information was brought to me from a member in Sakari. I'm like, yeah, right. No, there's no way. Absolutely not. You know, I'm very mad at Ahlazar right now, but, you know, there's no way I'm going to run with this. And then when I'm presented hardcore evidence, what am I supposed to do? So anyway, if you see the text, it says, can you just confirm I had no knowledge of any of this? You see am I allowed to say that word on here? C holds? Yeah. It's a word that rhymes with duck, and it's replaced the duck with a C. Duck holds or strap on stuff. And she confirmed, you absolutely had no idea of anything that was going on with me and Adonis. The duck hold / strap stuff, you had no knowledge of. I will testify before God that that's the truth. I had no idea, everybody. I didn't. The moment I became aware of this information, I did what I could to help the people involved. Like, this is not good. This is, I wish, again, there's a part of me right now, not a part of me. All of me wishes this is not true. All of me wishes that tomorrow, or whenever Ahlazar decides to respond to this, he goes and says, this is AI. Look, you guys, this is fake. Look at this idiot Hassad and Ariala. They fell for it. And then you know what I would do? I'm be happy that a brother who I had a love and respect for isn't the person that we're finding out. I don't want this to be true. I'll repent and I'll say, Salaki, you guys, I was wrong. And I'll be happy to be wrong. But we're not.
This and just for the record, like this is the sister, and I, of course, for safety purposes, had to black out the last 4 digits of her phone number. But this is one of the wives of Ahlazar bin Lawya, aka the Guerilla Hebrew, right? So there's some other things I want to show, right? So we are recording this. It's right now for me. It's 3:43 a.m. on Sunday, March 2nd. Okay. I want to show you guys a couple of screenshots that just happened, right? So of course, every camp has different group chats and whatnot. And I want to show you the paranoid nature. And I want you guys to judge whether or not this is the behavior of an innocent man or the behavior of a man that is guilty. You guys be the judge. I will just present the information in the evidence, right? So this is from our chat, the Sakari Shatarium, right? Everyone. So what I want you guys to see, not myself, Thayer, an officer of Sakari, a brother named Yerumya, an officer of Sakari, and this is Hayaman, another officer of Sakari. We have all been removed from the officers chat. And again, this is coming directly from Chief. We were removed by by a good brother, a brother I love. I literally just was on the phone with this brother for 3 hours about a week ago, right? Was on the phone with him for about 30 minutes with him a little after that.
I'm sorry, Ariel. I just something that just came across my mind that I had to make mention of. What motivation, brothers? Ask yourself, what motivation does Ariella have in bringing Ahlazar down? If that's what you think this is, if this is some ploy for that. Again, when the situation happened with the brother Joel from Sons of Thunder, he was praised by Ahlazar for, doing what he did in combating the doctrine that Joel is pushing right now, right? But now it's on the other side of the spectrum, and within days, and now he's a backdoorer. You don't have Ariella has no motivation in this. Zero, none whatsoever.
Here's my motivation. My motivation is the truth. My motivation is to protect my sisters.
Yeah.
Right? Is to let the truth reign loud. Listen, the scriptures say in Isaiah 58, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions. This is the deepest levels of iniquity of transgressions I have ever seen. Guys, we can literally not go into the Bible and we cannot find a single precedent of anything cool, even remotely close to how wicked this is. My motivation is the truth. So going back to this, the brother Nakamaya is a good brother, right? He's just following orders from Chief. Again, I was on the phone with this brother for 2+ hours just about a week and a half ago, and literally was on the phone with him for another 30 to 45 minutes because I purchased life insurance from the brother, right? For me and my wife. So let's read this. Chief, you see his name? Adonis. Everyone, hold tight. Niggas doing backdoor shit. I don't know who all involved. If you not a bitch ass backdoor ass snake like TBKS message. Not sure what that means, right? Let's go to the next screenshot. Nick, it says, so things been brought to my attention. I got a mad renegade wife who running her mouth, and so-called men in this camp heard her out, and instead of confronting me or rebuking me if they felt it was wrong or getting the elders involved, which is what should have happened, they collaborated with Genesis and are planning and making a video about me tomorrow at everyone. Now, Hassad, can we go to the Bible real quick, right? So I don't want anyone to throw this, oh, Ariella, oh, Hassad, we're not doing Matthew 18. We're not using that. Matthew 18 does not apply to this situation. Hassad, can you get 1 Timothy?
Yeah. This is 1 Timothy 5:20. I'll read it in the God's Word translation. Reprimand those leaders who sin. Do it in front of everyone so that the other leaders will also be afraid.
Guys, a brother had a dream about the stars falling. In the video where Chief is like literally backing me up on what I did and going against Joel and the doctrine that these brothers, not going against Joel, going against the doctrine that Joel and the brothers at SOT are forwarding, right? He plays the voice note from Instagram from the brother about the stars falling and all types of chaos going on, and him, pondering what it possibly means, right? My wife, the night before this information is presented to me, has a dream of a star falling, blowing up the Passover venue before me and her walk in. This is not a coincidence. Who is a bigger star in the Israelite community than Adonis, than Ahlazar ben Lawya, aka Guerilla Hebrew? No one. He just went on a press run, was on all of these platforms, representing the Israelite community, getting all this praise, right? He's a star in this community. And he, as we can see, based off the things that he has done, admittedly, with hardcore proof, he is falling. So this is not about a collaboration. This is not about a collaboration between, us clicking up with Genesis to tear this brother down. No, we are concerned with the safety of these sisters, right? We are concerned with how depraved and deplorable and just downright sinful all of this stuff is. Let's keep reading, right? Last I checked, if a nigga you went off, if a nigga went off at him, don't make a video, right? Let's keep going. But hey, hoes will be hoes. Mind you, I just wrote this same rib an apologies / repentance letter and read it to her last week. At everyone. Nothing anyone can say has anything to do with anything. I have recently at all most this shit from years. Just so you all aware. I'm going to tell you off top, ain't no gay-ish, ain't no pedo-ish, ain't no adultery. I call cap. Purchasing a pegging kit for your wife to anally penetrate you, that is the definition of gay-ish. Encouraging your wife to get a boyfriend, creating dating profiles for your wives to talk to white men, to swipe on white men, that's adulterous. So I don't know what the major issue even is and why niggas run into the net and not to the nigga in question. Again, I'll tell you why we're not going to you directly, right? And we're crying aloud on the walls of Zion, of Israel, of Jerusalem. 1 Timothy 5:20, and reprimand those leaders who sin. Do it in front of everyone so that the other leaders will also be afraid. Ephesians 5:11, take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. Ephesians 5:11. I'm just doing what the Bible says, guys. I'm sorry. I hate that this is real. I hate that this is a reality. I hate that I have to do this. But the will of the Lord will always be done. My side of the story hasn't been gotten. You have no other witnesses. We have you as a witness. We have evidence against you admitting to all of this stuff. We have witnesses. So it's talebearing and speaking of other men's lives, going to a man's wife in secret, hoe-ass-ish. Things directly against the Bible. What's more against the Bible? First and foremost, I did not approach these sisters. This information was presented to me through my wife, through the sisters. So you can play this game all you want. What's against the Bible? Is a man having something stuck up his anus? Is that against the Bible? Is adultery against the Bible? Yeah, it is. So let's keep going. At the end of the day, niggas are motivated by selfish reasons and wanting to elevate themselves. This has nothing to do with me elevating myself. Let's keep going. Or else you could have came to me directly. Was it? So now they're talking about the fight, the Tank versus Lamont Roach fight. Okay, right here. So it's just a grand conspiracy against Ahlazar. Everyone's just against Ahlazar. No, it's not that brothers are against you, but when you do evil, your evil has to get exposed. Point blank, period. Now, again, I want to share one more thing really quick.
I just want to respond to something I saw in the chat just now. Salakia. I had to take a phone call. This stuff is so crazy, man. And again, for the brothers that are in Sakari, I'm not mad at none of you guys. One of y'all reached out to me. A very good brother in Sakari just reached out to me. And he's very upset with the way that I'm moving because he doesn't understand what's going on. So the brother I know, who I love, who's a good brother, I'm not going to speak no ill of him because guess what? He, like pretty much everybody, they don't know what's going on, bro. So he says they're trying to get niggas to leave and come to Genesis. That's the only niggas that want to join them, snake niggas. This has nothing to do with anybody joining Genesis at all. Like Ariella just stated, this was information that was presented to me by a person in Sakari. Like, do we care?
That wasn't me.
That was not Ariella. That was not Ariella. But this has nothing to do, like this. What is this? Like, let's be serious, everybody. Not only is this video not beneficial for people joining Genesis, this is not a beneficial video for the entire Hebrew Israelite belief and faith.
At all.
At all.
This is detrimental.
And that's why I didn't even make a video explaining why I got kicked out of Sakari, which again had absolutely nothing to do with this situation right here. I'm happy that the Most High, all things work for the good of those who love God. So I'm okay with that, But I didn't go into detail about what transpired because I knew how bad it could be for our community. If I wanted to do any exposing or any of that, people know me. That's not my MO. I've never moved like a snake. I've never tried to just get clout off of niggas and all that. People who know me know me. You know what it is? But this is not good for our entire community. This is going to be very bad. And I want to just tell people, the brother Ahlazar represents himself. He doesn't represent everybody in this community. He doesn't represent even everybody in Sakari. This is one isolated incident of demons getting a hold of somebody and overpowering them. And to Ahlazar, if you're listening to this, brother, I hope you do the right thing, bro. Honestly, I really hope you do the right thing. And the right thing isn't muddying the water or slinging mud or going. This is the truth, bro. I don't want it to be true. I don't. Bro, I got love for you, man. I love your kids. I love your family. You know that, bro. Like, let's be serious here. Everybody knows that anytime we're at an event or a feast day, Ariella, who's the person that's running around chasing Ahlazar's kids, making sure they ain't doing nothing bad?
You.
Me. Everybody knows that.
Guys, this is literally Uncle Hassad to his children.
Literally. And everybody in Sakari knows that. So I'm not mad at you, brothers. I love you guys. I just really want Christ to come back, man. I just really can't wait for that to happen. But this is a lot, man. I mean, I know you guys are probably used to me having something to say. I don't really have much to say.
Again, honestly, it's just like when you really just sit back and think about how crazy this is, how insane this is, and again, how these sisters have had to deal with this. It's just it hurts my heart. It truly hurts my heart that our sisters have had to go through this with this man, right? I have to do this, and let me tell you something, Ahlazar. If you even think about coming after these sisters, harming them, throwing any threats at them, the Most High God is going to deal with you in a grievous way. Now, I have to, I must share this, right? So literally about an hour to 2 hours ago, in real time, I received a screenshot from one of the sisters. Okay. Right. Let me go ahead and share. The sister calls and she's freaking out. The sister calls and is freaking out because this man just sent her this random emoji, a Joker emoji. Now, everyone knows that Ahlazar is a former gang member and talks about it and likes to go into gang culture on Urban Guerilla and other platforms. You know, we all know this, right? So I'm from New York, right? I don't know how that gang stuff works on the West Coast. The brother sends this to her, right? She's freaking out. And so I looked up, well, what the heck does a Joker card mean in gangs? Check this out, family. Meaning of Joker card, gangs. In gang culture, a Joker card signifies a member who is considered unpredictable, often acting outside the established rules or hierarchy, essentially a wild card, who can be used for particularly dangerous or risky missions due to their disregard for potential consequences. Similar to how a Joker card functions in a deck of playing cards where it can represent any value depending on the situation. So this is a threat to this sister. So now we have intimidation of a witness with this individual. Guys, I'm just going to be frank. Ahlazar Lawya, aka Guerilla Hebrew, you are the biggest piece of shit known to man. You are a monster. And my brothers in Sakari, I love y'all. Y'all niggas know I love y'all. Run. Get away. Run. I cannot fathom the idea of any of you guys, after truly analyzing this evidence and justifying and standing with this nigga. I cannot even. I know there's not a single soul, a single member of Sakari. At least I'm psyching myself up to think this. I cannot believe. I refuse to believe that there's any brother in Sakari that will stay with Ahlazar after seeing all of this evidence, this irrefutable evidence. As you guys can see right now, you do not see Sakari next to my name. As of today, I am no longer a member of Sakari. I am no longer a member of Sakari. Listen, I will be beginning a new camp, and the name of the camp will be House of Bread. Brothers are welcome to join. Brothers, if you don't want to join us and get down with us and continue this work and get the smut in the stench of the name Sakari. If anything, just go and do your own thing. Build your own camp. Build your own body. But if there's any brothers out there that want to come and help me and the brothers of Philadelphia, right, build the House of Bread, you brothers are more than welcome. And to all the brothers and sisters who paid for flights and Airbnbs or hotels and car rentals and paid their Passover fees to attend the Passover in 10 days on March 12th. You are putting yourself in alignment with the wicked. And we know what the scriptures say. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. As soon as this information was presented to me, I canceled my Airbnb, canceled my flight, canceled my rental. And guess what? All that money chalked down the drain. Guys, I want you to think about something. I have been in charge of the cooking of the lambs at Passover for the past 6 years. I will not be there. The house of Ariella will not be there. What was Sakari Philadelphia will not be there. Who's if any of you brothers are crazy enough to stay, who's going to cook the lamb? And who's going to want to cook the lamb and be taught a lesson by a nigga who is capable of these things? Again, I don't like this. I hate this. I wish this was not true. But guys, you just witnessed with your own eyes the level, the depths of the depravity that is in the psyche and the subconscious of Ahlazar ben Lawya, aka Guerilla Hebrew, Adonis Glard. Family, this again, I'm just at a loss for words. So again, Ahlazar, do the right thing. Leave these women alone. Leave them alone. Because I'll tell you what, over my dead body, will I allow you to harm one of these sisters? Over my dead body. I hate this for the nation. I truly hate this for the nation. But this had to be done. This had to be presented to the nation in front of all the nations so that, guess what? This is a cautionary tale. The Most High God is not playing. We are very close to getting delivered out of this place, out of Babylon. Literally on New Moon, a couple days ago on New Moon, there were 7 planets, and planets etymologically mean wandering stars. They aligned. 7. Let that sink in. 7 planets aligned. 7 wandering stars, 7 luminary bodies aligned on New Moon, which, if you follow the Sakari calendar, this is the new year. We are literally in a new year. Passover is in 10 days. And I was presented this information a day or two before New Moon. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? Like, I didn't go searching for this. But these signs in the heavens, the Most High God is showing us that we are very, very close to the day of judgment. And with all of these brothers and sisters having these dreams about stars falling and all these crazy phenomena, guys, we are seeing one of the biggest stars in the Israelite community fall. And it's not something to be joyous about. Guys, I love this nigga, man. I am beyond disappointed. But the truth is the truth, and the truth has to be broadcast. Again, this is a cautionary tale. The Most High God is not playing. If you are halfway in this thing, if you are lukewarm, if you are pussyfooting in and out just wait and see what the Most High God does. Just wait and see, right? I want to get a precept real quick. This is the book of Luke chapter, let's see. I can't even think. Luke chapter 13, in verse 1. It says, they were present at that season, some that told him of the Galileans, whose blood Pilate had mingled with their sacrifices. And Yahushua answering said unto them, suppose ye that these Galileans were sinners above all Galileans, because they suffered such things? His response, verse 3, I tell you nay, but except ye repent, ye shall all likewise perish. Guys, it's time to lock in. It's time to stand firm, right, on Yahweh's word, on these laws, statutes, commandments, right? We have to endure until the end, and the end is very, very nigh. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You don't want to end up like this brother. Guys, I have to get another scripture. So I'm going to go to the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 49, and verse 17. It reads, this is the book of Sirach, 37 and 19. It says, there is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable unto himself. That's one of the scariest verses in the Bible. One of the second, not second, but like one of another scripture that is just terrifies me, right, is Matthew chapter 7, and I'm sorry, verse 19 for context. It says, every tree that bringeth forth good fruit is bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. Now, guys, ask yourselves, is any of what we just witnessed, any of what we just saw in the hardcore? All right, look, whoa, pause. The stone cold truth and irrefutable evidence, is any of the things that we saw in that evidence according to the will of God? The answer is no, right? Let's keep reading. It says, many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name have done many wonderful works? And then I will profess unto him, I never knew you, ye that work iniquity. Guys, you never want to hear those words. To my brothers that teach, that are on the highways and hedges and are over congregations and over brothers and sisters' souls, right? As the book of Acts says, the Holy Spirit has made us caretakers of the sheep. Individuals who have the greater condemnation, you never want to hear these words. You never want to labor to get to the kingdom just to hear Yahushua say, "Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. I never knew you." You don't want Sirach 37 and 19 to be your reality, that you were wise and you taught many, but in the end it was unprofitable unto yourself. Again, these are some of the scariest scriptures in the Bible. Family, please pray for these sisters, man. Please, 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 please pray for these sisters. That's all.